Rally phase Japanese turn 5. Wind changes. No wind changes. Let's check the possibility of the Japanese detonating the demolition charges on the bridges, requiring a 5 or less for this to occur. The Japanese will not be able to activate the demolition charges. Japanese unit attempts to rally with the leader, 10-1. The Japanese have a special characteristic. When they are with the leaders, they do not suffer the effects of the DM marker. -1, 3. The Huff squad recovers morale. Let's move on to the American rally attempt, which does not have the possibility of auto-rallying. American squad attempts to rally with the leader, 9-2 with the modifiers, -2, leader, and -1, rubble. -3, 0, the squad recovers morale. American squad attempts to rally with the leader, 7-0. The modifier will be -1, rubble. The unit does not recover morale and becomes a Huff squad. At this point, Jim is unsure if it's possible to attempt weapon repair during the rally phase. Yes, it is possible. Attempt to restore the function of the American machine gun. The machine gun has not recovered. Prep fire phase. The Japanese anti-tank gun will attempt to hit the American Sherman tank from 7 hexes away, requiring a base number of 9 to hit the target. The modifiers will be +1, obscuration of vision caused by the visibility conditions in Manila at the time, caused by the extensive fires, -1, target size, and -2, acquisition marker. -2, 6. The target is hit in the hull and the gun loses its rate of fire. The 47L gun's power is 11 against the Sherman's frontal armor defense of 8, requiring at least 4 to affect the enemy tank. The Sherman is not affected. Firing from the Japanese on the upper floor in Hex Z7 on the American squad in the adobe house with 8 more firepower. 3. Five plus 3, 8. Normal morale check and the machine guns lose their rate of fire. 3. The squad maintains morale. Japanese fire group formed by the units in A4 and B5 with 16 firepower plus 3, stone house. 5 plus 3, 8, 1 morale check and the machine guns maintain their rate of fire. 7 plus 1, 8, the American leader passes. 6, the first squad passes. 1, 2, the American squad's morale is not affected and suffers the effects of the heat of battle. The Americans will not receive any modifier. 8, the American squad suffers the effect of battle hardening and becomes a squad 6, 6, 7. Japanese fire with the leader 10-1 with 6 firepower -1, leader, +3, stone rubble. Seven plus 2, 9, no effect. The Japanese mortar no longer has smoke or white phosphorus rounds and will refrain from firing in this phase. Firing a Japanese heavy machine gun fire on the Americans across the river with 6 firepower +3, adobe rubble. Eight plus 3, 11, no effect, and the machine gun maintains its rate of fire. A new shot with the same conditions. Three plus 3, 6, 1 morale check, and the machine gun maintains its rate of fire. Four plus 1, 5, the first squad, and there should be a possibility of activating the Japanese sniper. 8 plus 1, 9, the second squad's morale is broken. A new shot with the same conditions. Seven plus 3, 10, no success, and the machine gun maintains its rate of fire. A new shot with the same conditions. 12, no success, and the machine gun malfunctions. Fire group fire with the heavy machine gun on the American squad at 05. This shot will occur with 12 firepower +2, smoke, +3, stone rubble. 8 plus 5, 13, no success, and the machine gun maintains its rate of fire, which Jim did not use. Movement phase. Squad from E5 to E6. Huff squad from C4 to C5. F7 to E6. 8 will attempt to recover the anti-aircraft cannon, needing a roll of 5 or less to succeed. 4. The Japanese unit regains control of the cannon. Defensive fire phase. Fire the bazooka on the Japanese in the adobe rubble 3 hexes away, needing a roll of 8 or less to hit. The modifiers will be +3, adobe rubble, +2, avoid backblast effects. 8 plus 5, 13, unsuccessful. Fire with the other bazooka with the same parameters. 5 plus 5, 10, unsuccessful. Fire with the squads in this hex with 12 firepower plus 3, adobe rubble, -1, leader. Seven plus 2, 9, normal morale check. The HUF crew should suffer a morale hit and suffer a reduction in quality, will be corrected later. 9. The HUF squad should also have its morale broken. Attack from the fire group formed by the units with the leader 9-2 against the team with the anti-tank gun on the upper deck of a 6. This attack will have a total of 24 firepower plus 1, overstacking of 1 squad, plus 2, wooden house, -2, American leader. Six plus 1, 7, 3 morale checks. 8 plus 3, 11. The HUF crew's morale broken by neutralizing the Japanese anti-tank gun threat. Sherman fire hits the Japanese anti-tank gun team with its morale broken. At 7 hexes away, a base number of 7 will be required to hit, type of infantry target, with the modifiers of +1, obscuration due to smoke from fires, +2, wooden house, +1, buttoned crew, -1, acquisition. Seven plus 3, 10, unsuccessful, and the acquisition marker will assume the value of -2. A massive fire group consisting of units in E3, F3 and G2 on the Japanese in F5 with a total of 36 firepower plus 3, stone house. Eight plus 3, 11. 2 morale checks with the machine gun losing rate of fire. Seven plus 2, 9. The Japanese leader passes. 8 plus 1, 9. The squad suffers a reduction to squad 3, 4, 7. 6 plus 1, 7. And Jim considers the HUF squad as pinned when in fact this is not the case, since Japanese units with leaders have their morale increased by 1 point. There is a Japanese unit under the concealment marker. It will suffer an attack with HUF the firepower, 16, resulting in 2 morale checks. 5 plus 2, 7. The hero passes the test, and the concealment marker will be eliminated. Squad fires with the medium machine gun on the Japanese across the street with 8 firepower plus 3, stone house, plus 2, smoke. 11 plus 5, 16, unsuccessful. Tank fire with the 105mm cannon on this same Japanese stack, 3 hexes away, requiring a base number of 7 to hit, plus 2, smoke, plus 3, stone house, plus 1, buttoned crew. Jim shouldn't have fired this shot because he forgot the modifiers for tanks in motion, which would have added 2 more to the modifiers in addition to doubling the color die result. 4 plus 14, 18, unsuccessful, and the acquisition marker is placed on the hex. Advance fire phase. No actions. Let's evaluate the possibility of transforming from flame to blaze in the palm grove with the base number of 11-1. Environmental conditions. 6. The transformation does not occur. Fire progression from Y9 to X10 with the base number of 9+1. Favorable wind, -2. Non-adjacent structure, -1. Environmental conditions. 7-2, 5. No progression. Flame to blaze transformation in W4 requiring 9-1. Environmental conditions. 9-1, 8. No transformation occurs. Fire progression from V3 to W3 requiring 9-2. Non-adjacent structure, -1. Environmental conditions, +1. Favorable wind. 9-2, 7. No progression. Fire progression from V3 to W2 requiring 9-2. Non-adjacent structure, -1. Environmental conditions. 7-3, 4. No progression. Fire progression to stone debris in R2 with the base number of 9-2. Non-adjacent structure, -1. Environmental conditions, -1. Unfavorable wind. 5-4, 1. No progression. Rout phase. The crew with broken morale will move to the lower deck of a 6. American squad with broken morale from H4 to H2 via shell hole. Advanced phase. Stacking from E6 to E5. D7 to C7. C5 to C4. A4 to Z5. N8 to O7. N8 to M7. Close combat phase. No actions. The pin markers are removed, and we move to the rally phase of the American phase of the 6th turn.
Alright friends, let's now wrap up this clip and prepare for the 6th round of this battle. This round, the Americans have advanced significantly and will be able to attack the Japanese units, whose firepower is now progressively reduced. Japanese hopes are limited to the possible activation of the demolition charges still installed on the bridges over the Pasig River. Stay safe, Namaste.